So, yeah. Hey guys. So I accidentally hit record instead of stream just now. But yeah, we're going to be doing Miss Yozakura Family, Chapter 5 till whatever I decide to stop at. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoy this. If you do, then yeah, like the video, share it, subscribe, all that stuff. And yeah, not sure what else to say, but hope you enjoy. And so, alright, gotta restart. Didn't really get that far, just a couple pages, or like second page. But yeah, chapter 5 titled Hostage. So we got Taiho waking up in a dark room. He's like, it's pitch black in here. Is it nighttime? Why am I sleeping in a chair? And he's looking around and he says, and I'm in handcuffs. And he's like, it's like I've been abducted and I'm being held prisoner or something. And when he realizes the situation, he's like, what? I've been abducted and being held prisoner? What's going on? Hey, anyone there? It's just silence, so he says, damn it. How did this happen? I don't have a clue. I was at home alone yesterday studying back issues of Weekly Spy. And then we go into a flashback. He's reading these issues, says 50 lunch recipes perfect for when you're infiltrating, gardening special, growing your own poisonous herbs, or herbs, however you say it. And he's like, they're so casual about all this. And then you see a hand reach out from behind and knocks him out. And so yeah, this is about where I made it for realizing I was recording and not streaming. But yeah, he says right now, or I remember now, but why me? I don't remember. I don't understand what's going on, but definitely don't feel anyone's presence here. I've got to escape while I still can, so he's got a needle hidden under fake skin. So yeah, you see like a pin-like thing popping out of his thumb, or one of his fingers. So he uses that to pick the lock. Here, click, click, and he's like, it's so dark that I can't tell where the door is or how large this room is. But I feel like I can feel the air moving. So he licks his finger and holds it up this way. And so yeah, thanks to the air current, he's able to find the door, unlock it. And he's like, where am I? And someone puts a gun to his head and says, get back in the room. And he remembers what Shinzo's teaching: when dealing with a gun from behind, reacting instantly is key. By pushing back, you can disable the firing mechanism of a semi-automatic gun, so it pushes his head back. And he says, when the opponent loses their balance, immobilize the gun and their arm by pinning them to your side. Then hit them squarely in the jaw. So yeah, that's what he does. And the guy gets knocked over. And so it says, what was that sound? You guys go check it out. Because, yeah, obviously him clocking someone's going to be pretty loud. Or it's going to make a noise. And then he says, there's more than one. I can't take them all on. Then he notices a vent above him. Decides to go there. Or use that to shimmy his way through. And then you got some guys saying, the hostage got away. Man down. He should still be nearby. Find him. And so he makes it to this green room, where it's like a room full of plants. And he pops his shoulder back in place, because, yeah, that's what he did. He, like, dislocated it, pretty sure. He's like, ow. Surprised I didn't cry out in pain. It says, teaching from Futaba, if you get used to dislocating your shoulder, you can fit in tight spaces. And so yeah, got him like constantly dislocating his shoulder, I guess, and he's like, I don't ever want to do that again. And then yeah, Taiho is or someone says, a normal person who can pop out their joints as expected of the Yozakura family training. Some guy with a watering can watering his plants. He says, however, if you use fertilizer that's too strong, it'll actually damage the roots. And Taiyo points out, or says, I didn't feel his presence at all. I didn't feel his presence at all. Where have I seen him before? And he's like, now I remember, he was in Weekly Spy. So yeah. He's Hanawa the Courier, top-ranked professional spy on the review site for his transportation service flower delivery that even delivers people. He's the one who abducted me, and Taiyo says, what do you want with me? And then he says, you should cease with your empty threats. The fact that you have the safety on isn't due to ignorance, it's because you have no intention of killing someone. That half-heartedness will cost you the wife you love. And, Taiyo hears that, says, wife, does he mean Mutsumi? How does he know about Mutsumi? And he's like, it can't be. And then you see Taiyo make this, really interesting, intense face. Says, did you do something to Mutsumi? I guess intense is probably the best word for it. And then, the guy, the gardener, the courier says, I have no reason to answer you. For your own good, you should obediently return to the room. And Taiyo just swings on him with the gun. And then, he gets flipped and pinned down to the floor. And he says, you probably think you've grown quite a lot. But a dandelion is just a dandelion. You can't become as big as a sunflower, nor fragrant as a lily. Even if you were given the best soil and fertilizer there is, will a seedling like you be able to bloom into a flower suitable for a huge tree like the Yozakura family? Sorry to do this, but I'm going to break your limbs so you don't cause any more trouble. And then guys walk in and Mutsumi says, stop. I've come as you promised. Please release Taiyo. And Taiyo sees her, says, Mutsumi. Courier then says, nice to meet you, head of the Yozakura family. And then Taiyo's like, what's the meaning of this? And Mutsumi says, sorry, you were put in a dangerous situation, Taiyo. They were after me from the beginning. Even a professional kidnapper cannot get by my protectors. So she's always got her siblings around her. So instead, they went after Taiyo, and that's what she says. That's why they went after you, to use you as leverage to trade for me. They already stole the mansion's security information from the ring. The reason they had Katai Sensei hired was to isolate the ring temporarily. Of course, Katai Sensei wasn't involved and knows nothing. If it were someone in the industry, our guard would have been up and they would have been traceable. And the courier says, catch on quickly, befitting the head of the Yozakura family. But it's time for watering, no more talking, as he, put the bag over her head, Taiyo's head says, take him back to the mansion. And he says, what, Mutsumi? So they tie him up and then put a bag over his head, and then she says, I'll be okay, don't worry. And then, it's Mutsumi, and then Taiyo's yelling her name, and says, hey, wait, Mutsumi. And then, a guy punches Taiyo in the gut, knocking him out, and then Kyochiro is there when he wakes up, saying, are you awake? And he says, I got back from my business trip to find some trash by the front door. When I took a closer look, I was right, there was trash, you. And Taiyo's freaking out, saying, what should we do? Mutsumi is. And then Kyochiro says, calm down, this is part of the plan. Hana was a top-ranked pro, he won't damage the goods. Actually, there was a possibility that you, as the replacement bait, could have been hurt. That's why Mutsumi offered up herself to protect you, even if temporarily. And Taiyo says, it's all my fault, and the Kyochiro says, repentance is Better shown through action, not words. Figured out that she'll be handed over to the client in 3 days' time. We need to be prepared for that handoff. The whole family will go pick Mutsumi up. Until then, you need to become a man more than worthy of Mutsumi. And so Gyatro ends up attacking him with his strings. And Taiyo stops it with like a pen or something. Then Gyatro then says, your improvement is faster than expected, but you're still slower than third rate. If you want to be a top spy, it'll be fastest if we carve that into your body and soul. Are you prepared for that? And then Taiyo thinks, I don't ever want. And then remembers what Courier said, a dandelion is just dandelion. Mutsumi saying, I'll be okay. He says, I don't ever want to feel so hopeless again. And then, Taiyo says, I'll entrust myself to you, brother Kyoichiro. So, that's chapter 5. It's a good chapter overall. We got Taiyo getting kidnapped out of nowhere. Not really him even knowing what happened at first, but yeah. But it was a good chapter. Hope y'all are enjoying it. So, now he's getting training, apparently, because they got 3 days. And so, Taiyo says, since it's my fault Mutsumi got taken, I am being trained by eldest brother Kyoichiro for the handoff in 3 days. A harsh training to become a first-rate spy, and so you got him, choking a guy out. And so starts now, and then his title is Flower Bin Delivery Headquarters, and Kyoichiro is just off to the side, doing like Cat's Cradle, meets a butterfly, he says. And he says, took you long enough, let's go. And then Taiyo's like, wait a minute, please man a minute, why are we already at Hanawa's hideout? And Kyoichiro says, I told you, if you want to be a first-rate spy, there are things we must carve into your body and soul. And so a steel spider super thin. And then he says, you need to feel the tension of the location in person. My strings will maneuver your body so that you learn the correct movements, form, flow, martial arts, and weapons. By the time you're done, your body will have soaked up the Yozakura basics. He's like playing with his body, making him do poses and stuff. And he says, but the handoff is 3 days from now. I never said we would, and Kyoichiro says, I never said we would wait until then, nor do I have any intention to. I've been with Mutsumi for so long that I have to concentrate to keep the tremors at bay. He's going through withdrawal. And it says, and there's no reason to hold off on infiltrating because Mutsumi is no longer on the premises. And then he says, Flower Bin Delivery puts their merchandise in transit immediately to cause confusion. It's nearly impossible for an outsider to infiltrate their underworld distribution routes which cross over land, sea, and air. Cargo distribution data is inputted into an information terminal that only the top brass have access to. Our objective is to capture this terminal. We've already analyzed the infiltration routes and their security. We also secured an escape route. All we need to do is get data. If we fail rescuing Mutsumi, will become that much harder. If you screw up, he says, I'll take one slice out of you each day the rescue gets delayed. Taiyo's thinking, wouldn't I die the very first day? And says, now. We'll start your mission training session as he makes him run. Taiyo's like, what? And Kyoichiro says, fundamental spying is based on secrecy, not fighting. Taiyo's thinking, my body's moving on its own. It says, however, should you encounter the enemy, first priority should be disabling the enemy's means of communication. So yeah, taking out their comms. The Yai. Yozakura self-defense gun and electric gun with maximum power of 8 million volts. Low power is good for training shoulder stiffness. And so yeah, and then he says, if the enemy attempts to close combat, it's likely they'll pull a knife, catch them off guard by taking the blow and limiting their movements. It says Yozakura loungewear for infiltration purposes, blade resistant, bulletproof, super lightweight, and machine washable. So yeah, catch off guard, blow limiting their movements, then quickly overpower the enemy by hitting them where they're weakest. So yeah, in the jaw, chokehold, poke them in the eyes, the family jewels. And then yeah, Kyotaro then says, take down one person per second for a passing grade, and then Taiyo's just like on the floor. And then he's like, please let me rest for just a minute, my body. And Kyotaro like, no such thing as rest for a spy. And jacks him with something. Says it's Nano's special vitality booster. It gives you extra jolt of energy. But if you use it excessively, your heart will explode, so only use it sparingly. Yeah, it's like a ton of them. And then yeah, Taiyo's like, I can feel the hate radiating off of you. It says, let's keep on learning from Mutsumi's stake, and he's like, ah. So they make it somewhere. It says, this is facility's equipment is all controlled by an integrated management terminal. If they detect that the device has been damaged or accessed incorrectly, it immediately shuts down everything in the building, making escape difficult. It's a special security feature so that anyone after the device can't escape. Retrieve it with the utmost care. And then Taiyo's like, there's so many things here. And it says, from babies to nuclear missiles, this is the blood and heart of the underworld. Whatever happens, don't lose your composure. You're capable of doing this without the strings if you let your body recall the movements. So yeah, he says, now let the test begin. And so you got Taiyo knocking a guy out. And someone says, did you remember to give our special delivery package more sedatives? And the guy says, crap, I forgot. Kyotaro says, this is Kyotaro, we're about to retrieve the package, stand by with the escape plan. And then Shion says, this is Shion, roger that. And got some kid yells, mommy, daddy, I'm scared, open up. And then, yeah, the guys are like, where's the kid being sent? And another guy says, who knows, but once they leave here, they'll never come back. No matter where they end up, it's all the same hell. How sad. And then yeah, Taiyo's hearing this. Kids say, help me, dad, mama, grandma. And then yeah, he's thinking, don't move. If I move now, we won't find out where Mutsumi is. And the girl's yelling, help me, big brother. And so yeah, obviously once Taiyo hears that, he springs into action. So jumps up, kicks the dude, knocks first dude out. Other guy tries to shoot him, he redirects the gun, kicks him in the head, and grabs the tablet. And then he says, there's so many layers to this biometrics authentication, I won't make it in time. And he says, once they leave here, they never, and then yeah, if they detect that the device has been damaged or accessed incorrectly, and he's like, the only way to stop it is this. And so yeah, he shoots it with the Yai, the shotgun. And then yeah, basically shuts the whole facility down, and then a bunch of guys come out, says an intruder, and then yeah, Kyotaro stops them. Says, I told you not to lose your composure. He says, I'm not against what you did, but it is also your duty as a spy to consider the repercussions of your actions. Are you willing to accept the responsibility of losing our chance to find Mutsumi? And yeah, he says, Mutsumi, And the girl opens the box, the girl's crying. Taya says, "It's alright, I'll take you home." And then, picks the girl up, she says, "I was scared." Kyoto then says, "Sorry, Shion, we failed our mission. Switch to plan D, get in touch with the Seeker immediately." And then Taya says, "I'm sorry, it's me because of me." And then the little girl says, "This ring is the same one that girl who got in the flower car had." And then Taya says, "What?" And then Kyoto says, "Young miss, can you tell me more about that?" And yeah, that's the chapter. So hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you do, then like it, share it, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see y'all next time. So yeah.